Good evening guys, Mike Padua here, returning to our tropical weather analysis for this Monday through Wednesday, November 30 to December 2, 2020, and this is brought to you by Typhoon 2000. And let's begin with our update. Here's today's GraphSat, beginning today Monday until tomorrow, Tuesday, December 1st. As you can see, we still have the prevailing northeast monsoon, which is currently becoming more stronger as it affects much of Luzon, including eastern Visayas, Mindoro, Marinduque, and Romblon, while the weaker northeasterly surface wind flow affects much of the Visayan area, as well as Palawan and Sulu Archipelago and the coastal areas of Zamboanga del Norte, while we have here a surface trough affecting the extreme southern part of Palawan, as well as the offshore areas of Bangsamoro in the southwestern tip of Mindanao. And we have here the shallow LPA, which has been a hot topic for the past few days. Some YouTube and Facebook pages are forecasting it to develop into a tropical cyclone, but so far, based on our analysis, based on the global typhoon models, this will remain as a low pressure area with 50-50 chances of becoming a tropical depression because of unfavorable upper level environment. Actually, right now we have a very strong upper level winds along the Bicol region and eastern Visayas, which will hamper any possible development of this shallow LPA. Right now, you can see the shallow LPA is almost cloud-free, with some swirling occurring near the center, with winds of only around 15 to 30 kph. So we have a surface trough, okay, connected with a frontal system over Iwoto, south of Japan. And you can see here the surge of the northeast monsoon, bringing some winds ranging from 50 to 55 kph along the inland areas of the Bicol region, central and northern sections of Luzon, including Metro Manila, while winds of 60 to 70 kph along the coastal areas of eastern Luzon, coastal areas of Bicol region, and eastern Visayas. So please take on some precautions, especially those fishermen who are willing to have some fishing activities. It's very rough and dangerous to all types of small sea crafts here along the Philippine Sea because of the surge of the northeast monsoon. So expect some rough waves as well as gale force winds, which could affect your activities. So let's wait for a couple of days before this monsoon will die down a little bit, but here across the Batanes and extreme northern parts of Luzon, it will remain for the next 5 days based on the computer models. So outside of the PAR, we have a long line of the intertropical convergence zone affecting central and eastern Micronesia as well as the Marshall Islands. Okay, so don't be alarmed for those circulating. There are some rumors that tomorrow, December 1, there will be a typhoon approaching Samar and Bicol region, but that's only a shallow LPA, and the northeast monsoon will prevail, bring some not damaging winds, just fresh winds across Luzon and eastern Visayas, including the Bicol region up to Masbate, Mindoro, Marinduque, and Romblon. So it's really risky to make some travel across the coastal areas of the Philippine Islands. Okay, so that's our latest GraphSat. Just be aware of possible flash floods or landslides when we have a powerful or extreme thunderstorm passing over your area. Those rainfall and that passes over the Bicol region and eastern Visayas, this is brought about by the squalls generated by this northeast monsoon, or the surge of the northeast monsoon. It's been a long while, ever since I could remember 1980s, where as early as November 30, December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the monsoon is already this strong. So this is quite unusual for the past decade. since usually the strong northeast monsoon comes during January, late December until February or March. But this is quite a good relief since it will hamper more TC development that will not let them strengthen because of the cool air going into its circulation. Okay, so we will show to you what will happen to this shallow LPA. There's some good news of that system, but just be aware of possible rainfall because of the existing La Nina. So the rains right now is quite above normal. So you can see here the mid-level circulation of that LPA. The LPA is somewhere here trying to or struggling to develop as it moves slowly towards the west, towards the eastern coastal areas of Samar. So we're going to observe this cloudiness. If it will be pushed by the northeast monsoon, we could have some passing rainfall, light, moderate to sometimes heavy. So we have here a stationary front, and we have another one here that could pull this mid-level circulation up, while the low-level circulation will continue to affect the areas of Luzon and Visayas because of the surge of the northeast monsoon. Now let's take a look at our zoom-in satellite animation from windy.com. So far, just a few thunderstorms over the Visayas, Leyte, and northern Cebu, as also parts of Cebu province, and we can see here some northeasterly strong surge of northeast monsoon affecting the Bicol region as well as Samar provinces. So there you go, the mid-level circulation of that LBA being elongated and being pushed up to the north, while the low level is somewhere here, still somewhat cloudless, so there's nothing to worry about on that weather system. Now let's take a look at our upper level winds. So this is the wind shear product from the CIMSS, University of Wisconsin. As you can see, tropical cyclone information intensification is generally unfavorable. You can see here for portions of the Bicol region and the western sections of the Philippine Sea, and also here. So it will be this shallow LPA will be having some hard time to develop, and so far that's the good news on what we are seeing right now. This is the upper level flow, the winds that pushes that mid-level towards the north. That's why the mid-level cloudiness of that LPA is moving towards the north, away from any Philippine landmass. And here's the tendency for the next 24 hours, so if we begin today until tomorrow 6 p.m. is still increasing. Upper level winds will prevail across the Bicol region and some of provinces that will avoid this LPA to develop, okay, and that will hamper its development or possible development. So there's nothing to worry about on that system. Now then, let's take a look at our 3-day rain and wind plus pressure forecast from the ECMWF, courtesy of windy.com Premium. So as you can see here, tomorrow 2 p.m. Tuesday, there goes the LPA. Although it's quite low, but still disorganized because of the upper level winds. It might bring some isolated scattered thunderstorms alongside with the monsoon across the areas of the Partido district of Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, and also across Sorsogon and portions of Albay. So the LPA is moving towards the west, approaching the coastal areas of eastern and northern Samar based on the ECMWF model. If we look at the GFS model, it's also there, but no thunderstorm as we can see. Take note that on the rain forecast, the ECMWF model is more accurate, although the wind on the ECMWF is becoming better. It's also, we are basing it on the American model, the GFS. And on Wednesday, 4 p.m., here comes the LPA moving across the Bicol region, but somewhat weak. And you can see some patches of thunderstorms across southern Quezon and northwestern Samar, while here over Bicol region, some light winds. Some light winds over the rest of Bicol, while still strong winds over Cam Norte because of the northeast monsoon. The winds will become a little lesser on Wednesday. If we look at the American model, the LPA is gone. So it has been destroyed by the upper level winds and the northeast monsoon. So it's a different take on those two computer models. If we move forward on Thursday, the LPA will also be gone on the ECMWF, while the GFS, it's nothing. Okay, let's move forward on December 4, Friday, December 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's all northeast monsoon and the easterlies affecting the Philippines with above average rainfall because of the La Nina phenomenon, but no tropical cyclone development based on the ECMWF or European model. So just take note of that. If there's snow over at the ECMWF model, we should be relaxed. Okay. If we look at the American model, there has been some, exaggerated low pressure areas. There you go. There's one, December 6, 7, moving towards the north. Then December 8, 9, there's another LPA, but it's not yet confirmed by the ECMWF, the European model, which is considered as the supreme model so far, one of the best in the world. It's probably the second or the third fastest supercomputer in the world right now, the ECMWF computer model. So we have the check and balance here. So we cannot forecast any typhoon or tropical cyclone if one model is not agreeing. So we should have these two computer models agreeing with each other. So that's good news. And take note, forecast of these typhoon models is only up to 10 days if we are using windy.com, while on other platforms, which is very low probability, it can reach up to 14 days, especially the American model. But forecast of more than 7 days up to 14 days, because that's the limit of the Typhoon Global models, the probability is from 30 down to 0% probability. So take note of that. After that, if we forecast up to 20 days or up to a month, there's no forecast model yet releasing that kind of forecast. So don't believe on those rumors that December 25 there's a typhoon again, blah blah blah, because the last typhoon on December 25 was Nina, 2016. Before Nina, it happened 69 years ago during 2016. Okay, so it happens, but rarely. So we're going to focus on December 25 when we reach December 15 onwards. So let's forget that first. Okay, so that's our latest for this Monday to Wednesday, November 30 until December 2, and we will be returning again on December 2 for more updates here at Mr. Typhoon YouTube channel. From Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua. Stay safe always. Be #weatherwiser, #typhoonwiser, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel.